Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we get to put together Igor's truck, or put back together, I guess we should say.
Put it more back together.
More back together than the previous back together that it was.
Yeah. So you can see behind us, we got stacks, we got cab sleeper panels, we got some stuff done on the front end, we got a bunch of stuff done on the back of the truck, and it is looking sharp. It is really, the more we work on it, the better this thing becomes.
Yeah, it's becoming a complete truck, literally right in front of our eyes, and I love how it's turning out. I love everything that the legendary brown, painting most of it legendary brown is really, really good choice.
Yep. It's, well, I don't know. We'll just get right into it. We're just going to start to work and show you the progress.
Let's do this.
All right. All right, we got the truck back from the paint shop, parked in here, and we're getting ready to start putting this thing back together. So, we're going to start off, we're going to get the cab sleeper panels put on this thing. And once we get those on, then we'll go with the exhaust, start putting the exhaust on the truck. And back here, you know, we've got to do all our plumbing and stuff still. All right, this thing's starting to look like a truck, Tommy.
Yeah, man, it's really turned out really nice. The legendary brown all over this thing, like with all the painted pieces, now that it's all coming together, it all really stands out a lot better. Of course, still needs to be cleaned up,
It needs a bath.
but all things considered, it looks pretty clean just sitting inside, I guess.
Oh yeah, and I mean, it looks like a proper truck now. We got the cab sleeper panels on it. We got the Dynaflex stacks on it. I mean, it's coming together. I mean, we still got quite a lot to do, but we're getting a lot knocked out here. So, you know, things we still have to do is paint the hubs, obviously, put the lifetime oil caps on there, the chrome ones, and lug nut covers. And then we've got the 12 gauge cab sleeper panels already done and wired up. And man, it's just looking super sharp. The things we're going to be working on next here, we've got our Iowa Custom shock box cover.
Painted legendary brown, all
Things
pretty and beautiful.
Things like glass. We've got our Iowa Custom center panel, our truck's lights, and back here we put, you saw in the last video, obviously, a whole bunch of truck's lights back there. This thing's going to be super bright going down the road at night.
Yeah,
It'll be pretty awesome.
it's going to be really cool. I'm excited to see that.
We still got to wire up our electric and air and all that stuff back here. And we got to do the same thing in the back crossmember as well. So we got a little bit to do yet. We got to put the fifth wheel on. That stuff's over here somewhere, isn't it? Look out.
Hey man,
I almost ate it.
there's metal stuff on the ground over there. You got to be careful with that.
I literally almost
Yeah,
ate
so
it.
there's the fifth wheel slider right here.
So we got that guy to still go on, and then Peter's coming in like a week or two.
Yeah.
And he's polishing the whole truck out.
You didn't tell me I was going to be on camera.
Do you want to do it again?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You didn't want to be in your glasses on camera?
No, I don't typically wear the glasses on camera. But I will say, you know, we talk about this a lot, but I really don't think we could say it enough. Just like looking at it from this angle right here, the paint on the back side of this truck, everywhere actually. I mean, Mark and Eli up at the paint shop, those guys have done a phenomenal job. We almost like, I know we talk about how good of a job that our painters do, but I don't think I could stress it enough how well they lay down paint.
No, this frame is virtually flawless. Same thing with the fenders. I mean, just every bit of this is freaking pretty stellar. I mean, we took they had the long extenders on it. So we took the extenders off and painted the whole back of the sleeper on this truck. I mean, we done a lot.
Yeah.
So.
And for it all to look as good as it does, I mean, everything looks factory.
Yeah.
Like where you were talking about how we pulled those extenders off. As good as it looks, it's pretty incredible.
Well, me and Shocker can go start hanging parts.
Yeah, man. You guys are running out of time on this build, huh?
I don't know. Nobody's yelling at me about it yet.
Yeah, but it'd still be nice to get it out here by the end of the year, right?
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Yeah. So.
Self-imposed deadlines. We love them.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to get to work on this thing. So the fifth wheel is all bolted down, ready to go. Some things, that fifth wheel plate, the top plate's gonna come back off. Peter's gonna obviously come up here and polish the whole truck out. Another thing we haven't mentioned yet too is these wheels are coming off. So they're 24.5 low pros on here, but the wheels are Durabrite. So that's about they're gonna be as shiny as they're ever gonna be when they're new because they've got the Durabrite coating on them. And we want a little bit better look to it. So we're actually gonna be swapping these wheels out to a mirror finish polish, and Peter's gonna be polishing them. We'll change them probably later on, but that'll all happen at the same time when Peter comes up to do the fifth wheel and the front of the grill and all that stuff. But we've got the fifth wheel on, it's good to go. We got our shock box cover on, and that's nice looking. Definitely need to still put a chrome cap on that dude for sure. We got that done. Next piece of the puzzle is we're gonna start plumbing. So now we're gonna be putting our air and electric lines in. Once we get that completed, we'll put our center panel in, and yeah, I don't know. We're making some progress back here. This takes a little bit of time. It's not super fast. You've gotta take your time, make sure you're doing it, setting everything down where it goes and whatnot, and be a little extra careful since everything's painted now. But we've already like fitted all these pieces prior to painting it, so it should go together pretty good. But man, this truck is freaking turning out to be something cool. I can't wait to get the rest of this done. Another thing we still got to do, front of the truck looks awesome. Like the stacks, everything's starting like, I don't know, it's really looking like a truck now. But we need more grill bars because we got 7 lights on the roof. We're gonna do 7 grill bars, make those kind of like a matching number there. The front of this truck looks super awesome. The stance of this thing with the air ride's freaking cool. And those 7 grill bars are just gonna kind of give it a little bit more attitude for sure. So we've got that to do yet. And you know, we still gotta change our boxes and stuff out. The boxes on these trucks, we don't put them on until literally like the last day. Because we're gonna be getting in and out, going inside the truck and working on it, and just wanna try to keep them as pristine as possible. So we just leave the stock boxes on it till we're done with all our work. And the very last thing we'll do is put the 12 gauge stainless box covers on it. I mean, literally, like, we'll wash it and do all that stuff and then throw those box covers on there. But yeah, that's that. But all right, well, we're gonna get to plumbing. All right, so we're at a stopping point now, and man, I'm telling you, this truck is turning out super sharp. So we got our grill bars in now, bumpers on, got our cabin sleeper panels on. We're marking things off this list like crazy. So it's going together really well. We got all our plumbing and stuff done. Shock box cover looks good. And back here, we did not get finished on, we wanted to put the center panel in too, but we hadn't got that done. But we do have everything plumbed back to the rear now. And we got our Iowa Custom center panel ready to go on. So this thing's gonna be a head turner. I'm telling you. Definitely need a chrome cap right there. Gotta get that knocked out.
All right, so one of our favorite parts about this new air ride front axle is this is the same 3.5-inch drop. Oh, first you have to turn the batteries on. Hold on. On my way to do that, there is a battery disconnect switch. You gotta be smarter than the truck. All right, so as I was saying, this is the factory 3.5-inch, not a factory, but this is the same 3.5-inch hangers on the truck. And you can see how tall the truck sits here. This is the factory stance. All right, go ahead. First of all, it evacuates the air so much faster than the dump kits when we put them on there. So this thing sits on the ground super quick, and it sits on the ground super low. Looks really good.
Yeah, it's pretty neat because that's a 3.5-inch drop axle, where all of the ones that we do are usually a 5.5-inch drop axle. And the truck sits lower with the 3.5-inch drop axle. If you had a 5.5-inch drop axle, the tire would be up into the fender. I mean, pretty much probably touching it. So, looks really good like that.
Does look really good.
All right, guys, that's it for this video. What do you think about the 7 grill bars? I think I like it. I think it ties everything together, makes it look tough.
I think it looks pretty good. I'm not really a huge grill bar fan. I'm gonna be 100% honest here, but it looks good.
So you're saying you like the grill better with no grill bars?
I think every grill looks better without grill bars. It's just something about
I like them. I mean, they do look good. I'm not gonna say I don't know which one works better though.
Yeah, well, it has a lot to do with the build of the truck too.
Yeah.
So like, there's plenty of builds where grill bars are absolutely 100% necessary.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of builds where if you put grill bars on them, it takes away from the look of the truck.
I think it made this truck look awesome.
I think it looks pretty good on this truck.
Just clarifying. I'm like, you don't like it? I thought it looked great.
No, it looks good. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. What's your thoughts on grill bars? Can you have too many? Is there no such thing as too many grill bars? Is there the right perfect number of grill bars?
Yeah.
Or do you like no grill bars at all?
Or just the factory 3. I don't know. But this thing's looking super sharp. That 12 gauge reverse bow tie visor looks great. The Dynaflex stacks, we're making some headway, and this thing is going to be so freaking cool when it's complete. Like,
yeah. It's 99% done already, so it looks good. I can't wait to get it out, drive it, test drive this thing, take it down the road, see how many heads turn as we drive by.
Yeah, and we'll be able to give you all like a real world kind of a talk about the front end, because it's a single bag setup, and we haven't done anything about that on the channel yet.
That's right. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
that's gonna be fun.
Yep.
All right. Well, anyway, you guys know what to do. You have to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram
at Semi Casual Show,
and check out the website for all the cool swag. It is getting cold outside, and we have hoodies. They're back in stock, so order yours today.
All right.
Outside of that,
we're gone.
We're leaving.
See ya.